What's up guys, Lefty Lucy here, bringing you episode 6 in the Art of PvP video series. Sorry it's been so long between videos, between working overtime and then trying to get that sub button on Twitch. I've hardly had any time, but now we're bringing you the episode where I'm going to focus on the Deadly Fortress build and show you guys everything that's good about this build and how to use it in PvP. So right here, I come around the corner, notice I'm heavily outnumbered. There's 5 people here, it's just me. First thing I do is throw on Immovable, then put on Rally, Vigor, so I'm going to keep myself up. I'm also going to stand my ground. I got my Malabeth proc here, so I'm not worried about dying. I am a tank after all, so I'm just going to stand my ground. Go into Werewolf, that's going to fear everyone here. Howl of Agony a couple times, put some DPS, then Claws of Life. Claws of Life is an AoE heal, and I actually switched to this one to keep myself up in Werewolf. So I hit everyone with Claws of Life, and my health was just perfectly fine. Group mates show up, and then we just wipe those guys. So that's just a quick demonstration of this build's ability to tank and survive without even blocking or dodge rolling. So now let's take a look at how you can actually put out a lot of damage with this build. So now I'm 1v1ing a werewolf. It's kind of backwards. Usually I'm the werewolf, but Zerlock here is a werewolf dragonite. I think he's running a very similar build to me because he's extremely tanky himself. But I'm going to make sure I keep all my dots on him, and I'm going to make sure I keep my buffs on me. And this guy is actually an experienced werewolf player because I'm actually using reflective scales, which would reflect his howls. But he's waiting until my scales are down to howl on me. So this guy definitely knows what he's doing, but I'm going to keep the pressure. There goes the Dawnbreaker, now here comes the Execute. Well done, man. Resource management wasn't the best there because I was using food instead of drink. Now let's check out this other fight right here. I'm in Werewolf. Gotta love the Werewolf, man. So there's a Nightblade right here. Looks like he doesn't want any of the Werewolf, but this Templar wants some, so I'm going to give him some. So it looks like he's got some friendlies up top. They're jumping on me, so these guys got the drop on me, so I'm going to use the environment, go up these stairs, and bring them over to me now that I'm prepared for them. So I'm going to put the fight back in my hands. Get back on the Templar. There's the Fear, Howl of Agony, and animation cancel it with some light attacks and some bashes. That dude's down. 2 left. Get the Claws of Life on both of them while they're clumped up, because Claws of Life, again, AoE heal. Now, Howl of Agony, that dude, straight to the grave. 1 more left. He's a sorcerer. He's done. He says he gives up, man. He gives up. But he just bolted into the water. I'm going to fear him in the water. You're not swimming away from this one, dude. You're done. You are done. That's a nice little soaked snack right there. Eat that one up. Alright, back in human form for this one. For now, at least. Roaming the sewers. Looks like there's one dude here. Looks like he tried to run immediately, even though he had a friend right there. Usually that means, whenever someone runs from a fight, whenever it hasn't even started yet, usually that means they have a lot of Telbar stones. So my buddies are here right now. I'm going down this hallway because I think he's got a lot of stones. There he is. Get on him, petrify him, hit him with some burst using puncture and bash, animation canceling, but he's got some more friends in the back. Looks like two. So I take a meteor right there. I'm going to back out of the hallway so we're all backing out of the hallway so that we're not, so that we get some safety here. We get some line of sight. That's what I was looking for, line of sight. Alright, so now I'm going to go into Werewolf, and I'm going to see just how many people are back there while my buddies fight these guys out in that room. So I'm going to go in here. Looks like this one dude, he's just standing in the back. So he's a Templar. I'm not sure why he was standing by himself. Now he's going over to his friends with my buddies over there, so I'm going to let them fight. Get on this dude. 1, 2, 3 howls. He's done. This guy doesn't even know what to do. He's like, oh my god, that guy died so fast. 1, 2, 3 howls. He's done. And those guys were very generous enough to give me a couple thousand stones right there, so that was nice of them. That dude's running, but that's okay. My group mates need some help. They're unable to DPS these guys through all the heals that this group has, so I'm going to get in here, figure out where, I'm trying to find their target. Alright, that's their target. Howl of Agony, there's 3.5k, there's 6k, there's 9k, there's 3k, it's over. Just a bunch of Howl of Agonies, that's all it took. Alright, still in Werewolf. Guys, are you guys tired of the Werewolf? Because I'm not. I'm not. No, I'm trying to demonstrate with this clip right here just how mobile you can be on a Werewolf. So if you noticed, I used a speed potion right before this. This sorcerer is going to try and run away, but look, he turns around thinking, okay, I just bolted twice. There's no way they're caught up to me. No, I am already in his face, and he is already dead. Get down. You can't run from a Werewolf when I use a speed pot, dude. It's over. Just give up. Alright, for this last clip, I got a 1v1 against Squid. Squid's playing his Stamina Sorcerer. This is actually a fight from the PTS. So I've had this clip for a while, but this is a really good one. It's a great duel, and I think it really demonstrates what all this build has to offer. The tankiness, the healing, and also the ability to put out the DPS. So in this fight, I'm just going to, again, it's the same general rules. You know, it's the same general trend. Just make sure my dots are on him, make sure my buffs are on me, and put the burst on him when I get a chance. CC him every time he is not immune. and then just try and execute him whenever he gets low. Keep myself up with heals, Vigor, Rally. I've also got Malabeth to help me out with heals, and I'm actually using both Volatile Armor and Immovable here. And now I know that their buffs don't stack, but they both give me two different things. Immovable will give me CC immunity, so if you see, I just keep recasting that. I'm not letting him CC me, I am casting Immovable over and over. And then I'm using Volatile Armor for the Reflect, because I know he's a stamina build, I know he's a melee build, so I am going to reflect some of his melee damage with Volatile Armor, and then I'm going to keep myself from getting CC'd using Immovable. So again, just going to stay in his face. I'm using heavy attacks every now and then. Right now I'm using food, so I don't have the best regen, but I'm still able, putting heavy attacks in between my burst, I am still able to keep my resources up. But on top of that, I'm also a Dragon Knight, so every time I use an ultimate, I get some of my resources back. So resource management really isn't that bad with this build. Just use a couple heavy attacks every now and then. So you notice I've gotten him pretty low a couple times, haven't been able to finish the deal yet, but I, myself, have not really gotten low, and that's just how tanky this build is. Finally got him to where I needed him, got the execute. Good fight, Squid, and thank you guys for tuning in. See ya.